Welcome to Better League Season 2 Awards with your two hosts today, myself, CMass, and Justin. Justin, how you feeling tonight, buddy?
I'm feeling great. Just got to watch the Steelers lose game. That was very fun. Got to see Wozzy blow up in chat. That's also fun, and I'm ready for this.
They lost, really? I wasn't really paying attention. They lost to the football team?
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Wozzy got real defensive. Looked like me after losing to Morty.
All right, so this is usually Justin's baby. I don't think there's much difference in awards or anything like that, but there are going to be different winners of these awards, with some of them being extra succulent dots and juicy content. So let's go ahead, and we've already got a decent amount of viewers, so we're going to go ahead and roll right into it with the first award as soon as I get my stuff set up. There we go. Bam. First off, we're going to go with the sexy Rexy. And Justin, just give me a definition just to remind everybody what exactly qualifies someone as a sexy Rexy.
To win the sexy Rexy, you need to embody just the spirit of former Bears quarterback Rex Grossman. You got to throw a high number of interceptions, a good amount of touchdowns with that. You just got to yeet the ball down the field. You got to have a high yards per average thing. Usually when I look at the players for this award, I go at least 9 yards per attempt, and then make sure they have a high touchdown and high interception numbers too, which is pretty much every quarterback in the league this cycle, because pretty much everybody has just been chucking the ball downfield, throwing touchdowns, throwing picks. It's been crazy.
So you're saying there's a lot of competition. So we're going to go ahead and give the awards. Goes to Levi Kaysen with the award for Sexy Rexy. Justin?
Yep, Levi Kaysen. He threw, I believe it was 50-something, like 58
40,
touchdowns.
Yeah, 58 touchdowns, 46
48,
yeah.
46 interceptions. And he was just a big component for King, and also in the body of Rex Grossman, lost in the playoffs. Rex Grossman loved to do that a lot. Yeah, King, just he decided his whole thing going over the season was he was just going to chuck it down the field because his receivers were too good or something, or he was just going to moss people every time, and apparently it was working for him.
Yeah, Levi Kaysen was throwing it all over the yard all season long. Had himself quite the year. And I'm noticing, okay, I was looking at these numbers. They didn't sit on there very well. It's at like 5 and then carries over 960 yards. So 5,960 yards, almost 6,000 yards. And then, I noticed on here that Jacoby Brissett for Lucky didn't get a single vote. So Lucky just having a hard time. Can't even get himself a sexy Rexy vote. Just a tough season.
He's had a contender both the years. Last year he had Russell Wilson, but then traded him to Tennessee. And then this year he had Jacoby Brissett and then traded him. But he didn't come away with it either time. At least I think he didn't get it with Wilson last year. I think it was Watson that won it.
I think it was Watson.
Better luck next year, Lucky.
Justin, who'd you vote for on this one?
I personally voted for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I voted for Levi Kaysen. I feel like he embodied the sexy Rexy. Although I felt like now that I think about it later,
too good almost.
Yeah, now that I think about it later, he usually a sexy Rexy throws more picks than touchdowns. But when I think of a quarterback that straights up the ball, it's Levi Kaysen. So, and I guess the majority agree with me, 66.7%. So let's go ahead and move forward with the next award, the most improved. And Chap says, I'm honored, Justin, that you would vote for him. Most improved user. We had quite a few options here, but we'll go ahead and reveal the winner now. The award goes to, I should have a drum roll thing. I didn't think that through. Anyways, King as the most improved user. Justin, go ahead and talk about that.
I guess passing the ball actually works. I personally didn't think he improved a whole lot. I still put 60 on him and kind of killed him when I played him this season, but
I thought it was 70.
I think it was 60 something, but it was 70 against you, 60 against King.
No.
But yeah, he had a very good season with Levi Kaysen. He won MVP, right? Or did he get second?
No, I don't. It's Matt Davis that won MVP.
Yeah, Matt Davis won it. I think he got top 5 for MVP, I think, if I can remember.
He was considered.
But he's considered. He's in consideration for MVP, but yeah, Levi Kaysen went off the season. He didn't have a running game, which I feel really hurt him, especially when it came to the playoffs when he played better defensive users, especially guys like Ben who just know how to deal with pretty much any type of offense that's thrown at him. But in all, he improved. He got the record better. He beat Dan, which was a huge upset in the playoffs. I didn't watch that game personally. I just like saw the score at the end. I think you commentated that. What happened in that game?
I did. It's Kings, just his defense just smothered the rookie Norman Fletcher. He was getting pass rush for days, and Dan just had an off game for sure. I think he was a little, I wouldn't say flustered, but he definitely, you can tell he was affected by the pressure, and it was unfortunate. King played well on offense. He didn't turn the ball over, so he ended up winning that game. And I voted for King myself as the most improved user, although definitely this one was a little hard for me. I see Cook got the second most votes at 23.8%, followed then by Big Alex going from 9-7 to 12-4, which, I mean, I guess he improved from last season, but I kind of expected him to be 12-4. So
I think I'm pretty sure I voted for Morty. The record didn't get better, but he definitely improved, like play wise against. He picked up the wins against me and Cody, and
like
he just felt. I had flashes of old Morty when he played me, and anything for old Morty to be back, I would give up. I loved seeing him. I used to love when he was like that contender every year. He was shutting people down and also dropping points on their head. But I don't know. Maybe he's back. Maybe he's not. We'll see.
Yeah, it's hard for me to vote for him. I know you'll find any way to vote for something that involves you, so that's why you probably pick Morty. But
Interesting.
So most improved user King. So King's sweeping up the awards right now. He's got 2 straight awards for Levi Kaysen for Sexy Rexy, and now most improved user. Let's go to the B-Man Memorial Hang in There Bud Award. And Justin, just remind the folks, what qualifies someone for the Hang in There Bud Award?
They're just down. They're out. They don't know what they're doing. They don't win games. They just, all in all, they just don't do anything good. They'll have flashes potentially, but they're usually known as just the stomping ground of the league. And I think it showed with the winner this year.
Interesting way to describe the award for basically who won, and the award goes to Quentin Nelson's mom.
I thought Tate won and forgot that Quentin Nelson's mom.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if you want. Yeah, now I'm a little upset you said it that way. But for a little backstory, Justin, go ahead and explain why she was voted.
So the season wrapped up. I put out the Colts Pro Bowler list. Quentin Nelson was one of them. She happened to have been liking tweets that were talking about Quentin Nelson and Pro Bowl stuff. So she liked that tweet, and now she's here. She probably told her son congratulations. Her son just Jim-faced at him. They're at her. Very confused. Probably had a lot of confusion in the family. Thanksgiving dinner was ruined. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dominic says I want to recount. Dom, you just don't lose in a good enough fashion like Quentin Nelson's mom did. And for me personally, I voted for Cam, just because for the exact same reason that Cam, that Justin put in there. That just watching him in the face cam just all game long.
It was very sad looking. I tried to reach out to Quentin Nelson's mom for a statement. She didn't get back to me.
That's unfortunate. No comment from Quentin Nelson's mom. I thought for sure we'd be able to get a response from her, but I guess not. And saw before Cam 23.8%, Taint with 19%, and then Dominique with 19%. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward. Hang in there, bud, for Quentin Nelson's Madre. Next is going to be best rivalry. There's quite a few options here, but I felt like for me personally, it was pretty obvious. And the winner is Austin versus Little Alex. Justin, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, with the league void of the Ocho Ben rivalry feels a lot less toxic, and not many rivalries really stand out, but this one had to stood out. Not really because of the chat toxicity between the two, but just the great games that they've had. They've had close ones, they've had good playoff games, and Lil Alex and Austin both. Lil Alex has been giving Austin the run for his money. Like, everybody expected Austin just dominate the division when it started, but Lil Alex has hung in. He's brought it to Austin called a couple times. Hasn't gotten the playoff win over him yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, and for me, you mentioned that the toxicity in chat. For me, a good rivalry involves that. You need to have some sort of toxicity in the chat between the two. And I felt like, there wasn't a ton, but like there's a little bit of, little Alex getting upset. And I think it also led to the AFC Championship game when little Alex was commentating.
Yep.
There's a little toxicity there. So for me, that felt like an obvious vote, and the majority of the league agreed with me. Justin, I'm assuming you voted Austin, little Alex.
No, actually I voted Taint versus Sliders.
You're always voting for the meme. Always voting for the meme. Ben says Taint got robbed. And now for nice joke, Ben. Alex and Phil, no love. Phil versus America. There's too many meme options, Justin. You can't expect the meme to win if you got like 3 memes and 2 serious ones.
That's true.
He commentated because he ain't about it, says Wozy. Oh, okay. All right, best rivalry, Austin versus little Alex. We're going to go ahead and move forward to the best division, and I feel like this one was pretty easy for me. The best division goes to the NFC West, containing that Cloud-led Cardinals, the Lucky-led Seahawks, the Ben-led 49ers, and the King-led Rams. Justin, your thoughts?
This division was great last year, and it's going to get even better this year with Cloud improving his team, getting Zach Bean, his boy, his crown jewel, Zach Bean, and I'm sure he'll be back. I can project. I think this division's going to have 45 wins next year.
45 wins.
It's going to be crazy. The South and North were also really good. But each of them had like one team weighing them down big time.
Yeah, the South had the Falcons bringing them down, and then the North had who the North had bringing them down?
AFC North had. I guess Sean and Jesse just kind of had down years. That's about it.
Oh, Sean, yeah. Well, I think it's Sean joined mid-season, right? This year.
No, he joined last year.
It was so he was here for the full season. Oh, okay, so all right. Well, he's making his way back. Justin, no love for Devontae Adams pickup? Question mark. I'm not sure how that is anything to do with. Yeah. Oh, did you mention that? I got you. What was he not happy? Not happy at all. He said this is horse crap that the NFC. I'm assuming because the NFC South didn't win. Yeah, 3 playoff teams. Just saying. Yeah, it's 100%.
Find a new Falcons user, and maybe you guys will get first.
Yeah, it's tough to when you got 4 teams that are really now. Lucky is the only one. I don't think Lucky's made playoffs season 1, so he's the only one in that division that hasn't made playoffs. But didn't
everyone in that division would win the NFC East easily?
But 3 teams won season 1. I know this isn't for season 1 awards, but NFC South probably deserved it, said Lucky. I wouldn't be. If NFC South won, I probably wouldn't have been mad. Not hard when you sign 25 vets to $2 million contracts. That's rather expensive, Wozy. They weren't that expensive, those contracts. Taint says NFC South kept getting it last cycle with me at the bottom of it. That's also fair, but you're the exception.
We were a little more balanced last year.
Not the rule. Yeah, that's also true. All right, let's move on from best division. Go to the opposite end, which was worst division, and the winner for worst division in the league goes to Justin's AFC South.
I don't want to hear it.
Surprised about this one.
Cam had a down year, yes. Chapterol, he could win the NFC East. I'm calling bullshit on this. I am furious. Nah, I think he deserved it. We had Cam played like crap this year. He might have been tanking, some people have said. Not me. Definitely not me. I would never do anything to hurt Cam's feelings. Yeah, Chap has been very weird. Every time I've played him, he's played me close. 2 times this year I played him. It ended on last-second touchdowns by me. And with Gamble, he's just also there. He beat me last year. Gamble beat me last year, but
Okay, that was.
I don't know. He has to learn how to throw better with this court with Russell Wilson. No, who's this court? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he has to get better, and I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of players you mentioned that didn't play well this year, and then there was you, who a lot of people would consider for an award that's coming up later.
Chap could win the NFC. So I didn't say he would absolutely win it.
Yeah, they're saying Chap definitely could not. Come at me, he says. I've been crowned. Oh man, hey, maybe like later in the year we'll let you switch teams. Who knows? Settle some bets there. But I'm pretty happy that NFC North didn't get a lot of votes. So even though I think with Vikings being out for a good amount had a lot of effect on that, and Fern had a pretty decent year actually, and Mike didn't have the best year.
You guys at least have you and Fern holding up your division, where I have to carry the division. I will usually have Cam, but he just had a down year. The NFC East though, I don't know how they didn't win this every year. They don't have a contender among them. I guess my division doesn't really, or yours, but still, you're not expecting anyone in that division to make it deep in the playoffs.
Speak for yourself, man. But
so look at the camera that you did.
Yeah, yes. Like, excuse me, like damn. But yeah, I think Cook also going 8-8 had a decent help in that, because that kind of caught a lot of people off guard. But let's go ahead and move forward from worst division.
Like the Steelers, it was mostly because of easy schedule.
Yeah. Did Cam get a quarterback this offseason? No, he did not, Taint. He's still rocking Minshew. Also, Atachi Family Dead, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's move forward to most disappointing user. And I don't think this is a surprise to many people, but the user most disappointing was Mr. Cloud with 52.5%, well, almost 52.5%.
Yep. Cloud, he kept pining for these sliders. Post them all he could. Finally got his wish, and he went 6-10. I asked him for a quote, and he just sent me some gifs of Mr. Bean flipping me off. So I'm sure he's not super happy, but I'll definitely see him bouncing back next year. He's my early pick for why can't I think of the award? Help.
Go ahead, Justin. You got this.
No booger moment.
So like comeback player or like big? We don't have an award for that.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. He's gonna bounce back next year.
Allegedly, Cam drafted a quarterback. I don't know when it happened, but he drafted one, probably from Michigan. He
drafted a good quarterback.
Or tried to be from Michigan. He has a good amount of potential, a lot of heart. So, I mean, I feel like this was a pretty obvious one. I mean, Phil, it wasn't that disappointing. Dan losing in the wild card round got a lot of votes. Got a lot more votes than I thought it would. We may be talking about Dan later on. We'll see. Let's go ahead and move forward to the play of the year. Chap says the Alex Smith Award, Justin.
Yep.
Play of the year here. Let's see. And the award goes to Hill touchdown off the deflection. Let's go ahead and just let's watch it real quick.
Most improved, what I was thinking about for Cloud.
Wrong one.
I'm gonna think of the word. Oh, good job.
Well, let me fix it. There you go. Now you can see it. Let's watch it.
The check down on that wheel route. He's got Green, not really. He's going to go ahead and throw it to Kelsey instead, who just, oh my goodness! We got
you wearing the exact same shirt?
No.
Okay.
CMass hasn't changed since
listen, today. You don't have to give Alex touchdown.
My hair is grown. Let's watch that clip one more time. I love the fact that, like,
Green, not really. He's gonna
it's great coverage, and it just bounces right in Hill's lap.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, that's happened a lot in games that I've had, but none to this extent of it just dropping to a player.
Yeah, just literally fell right in his lap. I like to say that you're the luckiest player in the league, but that was pretty lucky for our fearless leader. I honestly thought that there was a a better option. I'm trying to remember what it was. I voted for. Actually, that is what I voted for.
I knew that's why people were
That is
voting
what
for
that is what I voted for.
I needed people.
I refuse to vote for your ones. The fact that you put
Yeah,
two of
well,
yours
I
on there.
had to put 2 in here because nobody in the league has enough heart to send me plays. I literally got sent two things for play of the year, so I had to grab 2 of my own plays to put in there. So fuck you all.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So
Watch
you
your
all.
profanity.
Flip you all.
It was a good play. I mean, I don't think it's player of the year worthy, but like Justin said, he didn't get enough videos. I mean, maybe Justin should look for the videos himself, but no, he doesn't have enough heart for that. It's fine. Let's see. Let's get to the chat here. Internet got knocked out, but we welcome back, Wozy. Tyreek catch last night was better. Oh, yeah, that's true. Who else voted for that just because it wasn't Justin's play? Yeah, that's 100% true. That is the only reason that Morty lost, he said. Almost sent you of Zeke running 1 yard up the middle. That would have been great. I would have voted for that potentially.
So all right, Zeke got off the play.
Let's move on from play of the year. We're gonna go to. I already watched it. Fail of the year, and so let's go ahead and we'll jump right to
this moment.
that one here, and let's see. I think y'all can probably guess which one this is, but let me go ahead and actually, did I pick the right one? I set this up earlier, and then it timed out because Justin was late. So
I had like a minute.
let's go. Oh, where is it? There it is. All right. Here it is. The fail of the year. I still can't believe you called a screen.
Yeah, the screen is also.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Complete to number 22.
Love to see it.
Oh, we're gonna watch it again. Fail of the year, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even think of the word.
Oh, did I put the double juke by Diggs in the wrong thing? Sorry, Alex.
A spike. Spike on 4th down. Ladies and gentlemen, great job there by little Alex. He'll probably never be able to live that one down. Spike on 4th down. So, congratulations to little Alex for the fail of the year.
Congrats. You get this nice Mark Sanchez butt fumbled trophy. You can hang it on your wall. Put it on the cabinet.
66.7% was little Alex's 4th down. I personally voted for Ben's 4th down in the Super Bowl, but
I will say I screwed up. I accidentally put the Diggs play in fail of the year instead of play of the year, but I don't think it would have won anyway.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say sorry for that in advance, though.
Honestly, it was for me. I looked at the one that said "Ain't no choke like a Justin choke," and I was like, all right, Justin's name in it. I'm not gonna vote for it. And then I saw Ben's pro read, which is the one I submitted for fail of the year, and then little Alex's, and I was like, "Oh, little Alex's, that's tough." But I picked Ben's just because it was in the Super Bowl. I mean, I feel like
you're the only person I picked Ben's. I had to pick Alex's just because he tried to talk shit and say that. Me blowing a 14-point lead in the 4th quarter was a lot worse than a 4th down spike, but I had to give him that.
Fail of the year is those jersey combos. Chap's always about the drip, man. He was not a fan. Some Chris Webber shit. This guy talks about scoring 70 on me, but spikes on 4th down. What a guy. Yeah, quite the fail, actually. So a little Alex is. Oh, there's
and
Alex.
Like a couple days after that, Rex Culpepper for Syracuse did the exact same thing.
Oh, did he? Wow. Yeah, his coach's name is Alex, ironically.
Alex, just an entrepreneur for the NFL. That's not the word I was thinking of, but it worked.
Ben says if I don't get that sideline animation, it was a touchdown. I mean, but it still happened, so it was still a fail. It might not have been your fault, but it was still a fail. Anyways.
You also had a corner route open on that play.
Oh, don't worry about it. I understand why he did it. He did it earlier in the game, and it was an easy 1st down. Anyways, most underrated user of the year. Most underrated, I do not agree. Little Alex is voted the most underrated fail of the year player.
Forward back to back. I'm pretty sure he won it last year. If people are still underrating him now, I don't get it. But it's insane to me. I don't know how he won this. I guess people are still not rating him, even though he literally won underrated last year.
Who were the other people that received votes?
The other votes were. Let me just get this right now.
Underrated, more like under the table. Whoa.
Alex received 4. I received 2. Wozy had 2. Steele had 2. Mike had 2.
I voted for Wozy.
And a couple other people had 1. Or a bunch of other people had 1.
Gotcha. Jesse says, "Shut up, Justin." Jesse, be careful. We should have put up your drunk commentary for fail of the year. Not gonna lie, I had forgotten about it.
It was too late. I think.
Yeah, I had forgotten
The
about
clip
it.
was late.
CMass, that's why I appreciate you. Yeah, Wozy, I think you're completely underrated, but I also feel like that you could like lose to anyone in the league. I feel like at any given day you could just completely shit yourself.
Yeah, I voted for Cook, but I also feel like that. I feel like he can definitely beat a lot of people, but he can also lose to a lot of people.
Wozy, click the donate button. You know what that means. I'll be ready for it. All right, let's move on from the most underrated user of the year. Congratulations, little Alex. Let's go to the most overrated user of the year. I want to hear some thoughts in chat. Who do y'all think was voted the most overrated user of the year? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll give you guys a few seconds to think about it. The most overrated user in the league while I read these apparently 2 DMs that I have. Both. Yeah, people DMing me about a certain trade. I voted for Lucky, Justin.
Yeah, Jesse, I saw you voted for me. Very upset.
CMass, ouch, Morty. Ouch. I don't think people rate me very high, to be honest, Morty.
I agree with you, Morty.
That hurts.
Who would you personally vote for here?
Can't wait to talk shit about Morty during his podcast after this. Jesse. All right. So I'm not sure where these votes came from, but the most, and I don't think he's actually in here, is he? Hold on, let me check. Damn, I really hoped he'd be in here.
I personally voted for King. I didn't see anything that really impressed me.
All right.
He had a good passing year, but
you voted for King. I voted. I voted for you. I voted Justin.
Be one of them.
Yeah. All right. CMass, just wait till we play, baby. Is it this? It is this year. All right. I look forward to it, buddy. All right. Most overrated user of the year, Daniel. Just the most overrated user of the year, according to y'all. Justin, your thoughts?
I don't get it. He loses a wild card game once in his fucking life. In all freaking life, I'm sorry. And all of a sudden he's overrated? I don't get it. It's very disrespectful, to say the least.
Connor says, yeah, beating Dan by 4 touchdowns in playoffs isn't impressive. Justin didn't watch that stream, so therefore it didn't happen. So,
I will say one vote was by Taint, which was probably a little bit of a meme vote. He voted for him.
I didn't vote for Dan.
You guys. Yep, Taint voted for Dan.
Don't throw my name out there. I didn't vote for Dan.
No, I said Taint.
Oh, I thought you said you.
No. Steele voted for Dan.
Oh, I can see that.
And the last one was anonymous, of course.
No, of course. Who else? Who else received votes for overrated?
Other votes were Wozy had 2, I had 2, Big Alex had 2, Hero Austin had 2, King had 2, you had 2.
What?
And there's a couple people with 1.
What?
So I
know one was Morty. Hey, got a donation.
Wozy donated $10. I literally love CMass. Real recognizes real. He deserves nothing but a love. I do want to say that Lil Alex is also a Lil B. Justin makes me mad a lot and I can't wait to make playoffs again.
Oh, awesome.
I can't hear anything.
Thanks, Wozy. He said, I literally love CMass. Real recognizes real. He deserves nothing but love. I do want to say that little Alex is also a little. Justin makes me mad a lot, and I can't wait to make playoffs again. Wozy, thank you for the $10. I love it when y'all use the actual bot to read off the stuff.
Buy a fucking 80-ounce steak with all this.
Yeah, I actually, we had a bunch of donations in the playoffs, and I just gave it all to Connor because he basically did the playoffs by himself, minus the Super Bowl. So he should be able to get himself a decent steak there. And I'm waiting for the picture of the steak, but the man just refuses to go out. So we'll see.
It's Seattle. They're all probably Connor's definitely a secret vegan or something.
Maybe. The man, he's so damn skinny. I mean, he gets an 8-ounce steak and that's half his body weight. So I don't know, man.
Pretty much.
All right, let's go ahead and move forward from the most overrated user of the year. We're going to go to the Connor Rice Man of the Year. No surprise for this one. I was just talking about him, and I just mentioned his name again. The award goes to my buddy, my pal. I don't think I've ever said anything bad about him, Mr. Connor Rice. Justin, your thoughts?
I've said many things bad about him, but I don't mean him. He's probably my favorite person in the league. Don't worry, you're a close like 8th CMass.
I don't care.
You got it.
You
Yeah,
get a
especially
sub.
after
You
yesterday.
get
I
a
know you
sub.
weren't fucking there.
Everybody
Yeah,
gets
Connor
sub.
won it with 8 votes, which I feel like might be the most ever for a man of the year. You got 4 votes, which was very close.
Half.
And I got 2 votes, so me, you, and Connor were top 3 for voting, and there's a couple.
You
people
got
who won.
votes?
I got 2. I set this
What?
shit up every year, and I never get votes for man of the year.
Sorry.
And there's also someone that writes their name down as Justin, just votes me for every award. So
because they
I'm
want
pretty-
they want
pretty
people to
sure
think that
it's
you're
like
voting for
Jester.
yourself. That's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I wonder who that is actually. It's not me, but Connor. Connor gifted 5 subs just to prove himself even more the man of the year. Congratulations to
I
Connor.
reached out to Connor for a quote, and he said, "Shit, it's on my phone. It's on my paper. Hold up."
Wow. Connor acts shocked in the chat, but I already knew.
He said, "It's an honor and privilege to make content for the league with this much elite talent and this many elite men." That doesn't make sense in wording, but you know. Love you all and can't wait for another great season. F the Bills. So
Why does he like the Bills?
I think he's talking about little Alex.
Well, I know. I mean, I figured that.
Because nobody likes little Alex.
What was he says? I'm going for most toxic next season. I'll talk my shit, and I don't give a. If I back it up, it's my season to shine. All right. What was he says? I also don't like the Bills. All right. Nor do I like little Alex. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So right after Connor Rice Man of the Year comes the most toxic user of the year.
Can I take this one real quick?
Yeah.
And by most toxic user, I'm talking about you, Steel. But sorry, I had to do that. All right, you can go ahead with presenting it to Steel because Steel's the winner.
Was that the joke that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, I just wanted to quote Austin.
Anyways, all right. Well, so it not only was a steal, but also King. They tied for the most toxic, most toxic users of the year. Jesse, one player of the year was the Hill tip pass from Kelsey. King and Steele. So you obviously think Steele's toxic. What do you think about King?
King, I know he talks a lot of shit. He was kind of gracious after the Dan win, surprisingly enough. Which really surprised me. I personally voted Steele just because he hurt Austin's feelings, and I can't let that go by.
I think the Austin rant led some influence on the Steele getting most toxic for sure.
This award was the most spread out of any. The winner had 3, or the winners had 3. Ocho had 2 votes, and then there's a lot of people.
Ocho had 2 votes. Oh, how does Ocho? If Ocho still had 1, that'd have been pretty funny. All right, who else got votes?
Austin had 1, Little Alex had 1, Cloud had 1, Cody had 1, I had 1, Connor had 1.
Connor?
Phil had 1.
Phil.
I can't read my own handwriting, but they had 1, whoever that was. Ben had 1, Mike had 1, Dan had no 1.
Mike's pretty toxic. I don't know about Dan. Some of those are questionable.
Yeah, I think all the roadie boys just put other roadie boys for every category. Like, I think I saw Mike's and he only put like Dan, Austin, Nick, Dom. That's about it.
Hey, man. I just wish I had brothers like that, you know? That just back me up no matter what. That'd be nice. Lucky's pretty upset that he didn't get one. He says, what the I didn't get one. Sorry, dude. You're too nice. Been way too average at everything. I vote for you, Lucky, says Chap. I don't know about that. All right, so here is the recap here at the end. Sexy Rexy, Levi Kaysen, led by King. Most improved King. Hang in there, bud, goes to Quentin Nelson's mom for thinking Justin's tweet was legit. Best robbery, Austin, Little Alex. Best division, NFC West. Worst division, AFC South. Most disappointing, Cloud. Play the cycle. Hill touchdown off the deflection. Not top play the cycle. Sorry, Little Alex. Your 4th down spike.
You put cycles. I don't know why you put cycle there.
Oh, sorry. This is a carryover
Select
from the
over from-
last one.
Yep.
I edited the whole thing except for this last page. Oh well. Anyways, Connor Rice, man of the year. Connor Rice, most underrated user Little Alex, most overrated user Dan, and most toxic user King and Steel.
Way
Justin.
to spoil the end of season or the end of cycle awards later on in this year.
Yeah, totally. Justin, what jumps out at you at this list?
Dan winning overrated, of course, and I would say King winning underrated. Both those awards were pretty bad.
Pretty bad. But King didn't. You mean most improved? For
Or
King?
not most improved. Yeah,
Okay.
most improved.
I feel like he improved a lot. What you mean?
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
can
but
only get
like-
blown up by Justin so many times, and if I drop 60 on you, you haven't improved.
Hey man, there's only one way to go up when you get dropped by 60. You know what I'm saying? But that's the awards for season 2, ladies and gentlemen. In about 15 minutes, we're gonna have the Better Cast, the 40th Better Cast, starring Connor Rice, Lucky, and Morty, who are all in the chat. So in about 15 minutes, those gentlemen will be getting together and they're going to be talking about the league. They're going to be talking about the draft. They're going to be talking about the Super Bowl. Probably the Super Bowl rant might come up. And they're also going to talk about this season, some predictions as well. Cloud says we should be talking about how Kamish got... Okay, well, I'll leave that out.
Welcome to.
I got to proofread these comments sometimes. Yeah, that's a great question there, Cloud. And then Chef says Vance.
Gotten something that good.
Little Alex will be, not Little Alex, Big Alex will be advancing at 10 o'clock. Kamish gets, okay, I'm going to leave that alone. All right, moving forward. Justin, any final thoughts on your baby here, the awards?
Yep, the closest I'll ever get to making a baby in my life.
It's not funny when you roast yourself, man.
Eh.
Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
All right, whatever.
Cloud, I'm just one vote, man. I'm just one vote. Anyways,
Cloud, sizzle down. You got your.
what was
you
the
want
$5
now?
commissions
Yes,
get what he wants? That's why I like him.
Cloud has to
There you
bring
go,
out his
Lizzie.
angst on
Learn to deal
something
with
now
it,
that-
Cloud.
Now that Cloud got his sliders and Cloud got his ability rerolls, he has to find something to get mad at.
Oh, for sure. Oh, Wozy hit the donate button again. I'm gonna say actually, well, it takes a little while for it to come back on. Wozy, wait to donate until we pull this stream up again for the Better Cast. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. There's a bunch of people in here. I remember Wozy, I remember Lucky, I remember Chap, I remember Cloud, I remember Ben being in here, Tane being in here. Connor obviously was in here. Morty was in here. Connor, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Wozy, thank you much for the $10 donation. And then Itachi Family Dead, thank you much for the follow. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. That's going to end it for Justin and I here tonight. And then, like I said, just in less than 15 minutes, you're going to have the sweet, sweet voice of Connor Rice, Man of the Year, for probably his 8th time or something crazy. If you were to guess how many times he's won Man of the Year.
I mean, it's named after him, so I think he's won at least like 10.
At least 10 times. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic night. I'm not reading those. All right. Have a good one, y'all. Make sure you tune in a little bit. Thanks.